Hey, I just want to take a moment today to talk about something a lot of you might already be aware of. It seems like YouTube has finally stuck the final dagger in the back of gun channels. As you know, they've been chipping away at gun channels for quite a while. Not too long ago, we all got our money cut in half. Pretty much overnight, they decided that the ad rates for gun channels was too high. They had to charge less because we just weren't that good of a message. We weren't something most people wanted to be associated with, so they cut the revenue rates for gun channels. Like if you had a makeup channel, you got paid twice as much as you did if you were a gun channel for the same ad. And then they lowered it even further to where we were only getting like 30% of what normal channels would get. And then they just decided that we weren't worthy of monetization, period, if we said anything the least bit controversial. So after a couple of days, they would yank your advertising on your videos. Well, now they've taken it a step further, and a lot of gun channels woke up the other day to all their videos being demonetized. Now, I thought this might just be me, but then it happened to Never Enough Ammo. I've talked to Military Arms Channel and some other channels. It's happening to them too. And it's not that our videos are being uploaded and then determined to be non-advertiser friendly. We're being blacklisted. That's pretty much what it is. Because as soon as I upload a video, demonetizes the second I make it public. I've even uploaded videos where I put no title. I made a video the other day, uploaded it, said, I like cookies. And as soon as I clicked public on it, boom, demonetized. So I deleted that. Also, I did another thing where if you look here at my recent videos I've uploaded, all of them, not advertiser friendly, basically, except for one that isn't public. Now, for a few minutes, just a little bit ago, I went in there and made it public, and then boom, it's demonetized. So I put it back to the way it was. It's still demonetized now because I made it public once, but it was a video that I made just for my Patreon supporters anyway, so that was just for my patrons, so I didn't want it to be public anyway. But as you can see, we're blacklisted. So I want to take this time to say to people out there, those of you that take for granted that you can get gun videos and good Second Amendment content on the internet, stop taking it for granted. The only future of gun channels now is going to be those people that actually step up and help support these channels through Patreon. And we may not even be having Patreon for very long, because how long do you think it's going to be before people that got YouTube to stop hosting gun channels go to Patreon and say, hey, you shouldn't be giving these people money to spread their message. That means you're supporting their message of constitutional freedom, I guess, and they don't want to be associated with that. So I'm hoping someone is working on a platform where people can donate money to gun channels, things like that, which will be safe, which will be constitutionally friendly, I guess, and freedom friendly. But right now, all we got is Patreon, and so far they're letting us do it. So if you've got channels out there you like, support them. It's more important now than ever because they are disappearing. If you look back just 5 years, I made a video not too long ago, a few years ago, where I talked about like 10 channels that, I hate. And they were really channels I actually like and I like to watch. I was just being sarcastic, and that was clear in the video, but 90% of those channels are gone now. Because as they decreased revenue and stuff, this isn't free. Not materials-wise and not time-wise. Running a channel, especially a channel like mine, takes a lot of time. Now, I'm semi-retired, so I've got time, but it still costs money. And I like to do good things with the money I earn. But there's other people out there that if they want to take time to make videos, they have to be able to make the time, and they have to be able to buy the materials. And it's not free. So people who sit back and go, I shouldn't have to pay these people anything. Why should I have to pay them anything? Where do you get that fucking sense of entitlement is what I want to know, because you're enjoying their work. If you enjoy their work, give them $1 a month. I ask everyone out there, everyone, if you've got enough money to have a computer and internet service, you've got enough money to donate $10 of your earnings every month to support some channels on YouTube that you think shouldn't disappear. Find you a gun channel that's a good, promotional channel, one that's a good review channel, one that's a good political Second Amendment channel. Just find you a few of them and donate a couple of dollars a month to each one of those. People you want to see stay on the air, because YouTube is actively trying to get us off the air. And they've made it now to where you can't make a penny on YouTube as a gun channel. Now, I went a step further the other day than just complaining and actually contacted my YouTube rep. And the video I got back was basically a bunch of nonsense, but the one line that stood out more than anything was one where they told me that maybe you should just start doing videos on a wider variety of topics so that you can grow your audience and still be successful on YouTube. Basically what they said was, stop making gun videos if you want to make any money. So they're trying to get rid of us. They're actively trying to get rid of us. And like I say, we can't yell this is a First Amendment violation, because it's not. The First Amendment does not guarantee us a right to be here and say anything. They just say the government won't interfere. YouTube's a private company. They don't have to host us. At Patreon, private company, they don't have to host us. But for now they are, so let's take advantage of it. If you are out there, like I said, and you can afford a cell phone, or you can afford high-speed internet, or anything, I think you can afford $5 a month minimum, $10 a month, or at least two, just support 2 channels at $1 a month. But I think everyone out there, like I say, can afford $10 a month. Look for something in your life that you don't need. I do that all the time. I mean, look at the way I fucking dress. I'd wear free t-shirts that people send me, old ball caps, and, you know, pair of old jeans. If you saw me at, what was that thing, TriggerCon recently, you know, hey, your jeans are like 25 years old. I'm like, I know I don't spend money on clothes because I like to spend my money on stuff for my channel, stuff that I like to support Second Amendment organizations, like to support animal rights organizations. That's how I spend my money. So I find things I don't need, like new clothes, crap like that, and use that money for something else. Now, I know there's some people out there that can't afford a dime, and believe me, I'm not shaming anyone out there that can't afford a dime, but 90% of you out there can afford to support the channels you enjoy, the channels that support your right. Remember, these people are going out there and fighting for you. They're basically paid mercenaries fighting on your behalf to protect your freedoms. Now, not all of them are. Some of them are just guys who show you pretty guns, but they're valuable too because they keep guns in the limelight, they keep them in the spotlight, they keep the industry going, they keep it more likely that we're going to remain free. If we didn't have all these gun manufacturers paying the NRA to fight, we wouldn't have much of any rights right now or any voice right now. So, and I'm not a big NRA fan, but that's the reality. So if you're out there and you're sitting on your lazy ass and you think you don't need to support a channel, that it's still going to be there no matter what, you're wrong. They are actively destroying the gun community on the internet right now. And if you sit back and do nothing, you're part of the problem. So I don't know where you get this sense of entitlement from. And I know I feel like I'm scolding people, but it angers me when you see people bitch all the time. Like they're e-begging. No, e-begging is when someone comes on and goes, I do nothing for you, but I've got a problem. Let you take care of it for me. That's e-begging. What these people do is they provide you a service, just like the cable that comes into your house. You pay them to watch those shows. These people provide you a product, and you get to choose whether you like it or not. You don't have to watch it, but to think that you deserve to watch it for free, I don't understand that sense of entitlement. Now, I'm not telling everyone out there you have to go to immediately support channels, but I'm saying if you're someone that wants to say you actually support the Second Amendment, then get off your ass, do what you can. If you can't support it, make videos of your own. If that's what you want to do, that's actually even better sometimes. If you make videos of your own, another voice is always welcome. But do both. I make videos, and I still donate about $150 a month to different channels. So, and if you want to see some of the channels I support, if you want to look up channels that you think you should support and you don't really know, go to my Patreon page. I'll put a link up here, and you can look at the channels I support down the side of my page. That's just a small portion of them down the side of that page there because I have 2 Patreon pages. So go over there, support some channels. It's imperative that you do if you want to keep a Second Amendment voice on the internet. You can call this e-begging if you want. I don't care because I'm fighting for a greater cause. I'm fighting to keep us on the air. And if you don't like that, fuck you. I don't really care what you like. I don't really care what a person like you who would think that you're entitled to something for free and that you think that the voices that are on the internet don't matter, don't really care about your opinion. It's the people that are, I'm talking right now to the people that do care, the people that do get it, and the people that do want to see their freedoms continue. We're asking for your help. We're not asking for you to come out and work constantly for us. $1 a month, up to $10 a month for multiple channels. I don't think that's too much to ask. There's a lot of good channels out there and they're falling every day simply because they can't stay on the air, especially now that a lot of them have gone down to zero for their income, which my channel basically has too. Luckily, I'm doing pretty well on Patreon. I'm able to replace pretty much most of the money I've lost on YouTube. So I'm still able to do the things I want to do, support the charities I want to support with the earnings from this channel, and I'll continue to do this channel. I did this channel when I didn't make a nickel off of it. I'll continue doing it for as long as I can. So just wanted to make that message, put it out there for all of you today. If you're watching this video on the day I film it, I'm going to be doing a live patrons only chat on my Patreon page later. So if you're a patron, go over there, click on it. I'm going to have Military Arms Channel as a guest tonight. He's going to talk about what's going on. So that's the 2 things I want to tell people. Join me tonight for my first ever patron only live chat with guest Tim from the Military Arms Channel. And if you're someone that actually cares, break out that wallet, break out that credit card, go over to Patreon, find the channels that you support and you want them to stay alive, and give them just a little bit of money. It won't hurt you, but it'll help a lot of people, and it'll keep things the way they are now with the Second Amendment's actually represented on the internet.